When you feel like you've made it, you probably have to work harder. When you feel like you made it in life, you probably have work to do. You probably still have to work harder because you're not there yet. You think you're perfect. You think you are perfect. You think you built yourself up. Hey, I got a girlfriend now. I got all these things. I'm happy. Okay, you could be happy. But are you where you want to be? Are you there yet? Are we here yet? Are we there yet? Kids are always asking that question, are we there yet? But no, we're not. We're not there yet. We're inching closer and closer every day to our full potential, but we're not there yet. But you gotta have some patience. Step by step. Grow slightly every day. Do you know the man or woman you would become if you improved every single day? If you got one piece of knowledge every day, or if you learned something new every single day, you would be unstoppable. You would have very little flaws. You would be a king. Not a king in that sense, but you would be insane. There would be nothing holding you back because you would keep growing every day, and that multiplies. And years from now, you'll look back and you'll see who you are, who you became. Because there's no competition. You're not competing against anybody else to live the best life, to live the happiest life, to live the most successful life. It's with you. It's you versus you out there. Because you can't compare yourself to other people. I'm only comparing myself to my old self. I'm looking at my old photos of how I used to be a little bit scrawny, and now how I'm gaining muscle. How I might have looked this way, or how I might have acted that way. And now I'm comparing myself. I'm realizing I'm gaining more respect for myself. I'm gaining more things for myself. Gaining more knowledge, more alone time, because believe it or not, I used to be really annoying. I used to talk all the time. I used to fill in all my time. If it was dead silent, I'd still be speaking. I'd make a random noise to fill out that void, to fill up that void. If it got silent in the room, I'd be like, wee. But you look upon your old self and you realize how far you have come. But you're not done yet. You're not done yet, because if you're just stopping right here, what could you have became? What could you have become? You're lying on your deathbed and thinking about all the things you could have done. Man, I really wish I did this one thing in my life. I regret not being able to do it. Because as our time moves on and on in this life, we get less and less free time. We get less and less time because we're providing for our family. We need to provide more. We need to provide more for ourselves. We need to make more money. We need to work more often. And so we have less time to do the things we want. So eventually you're going to die, and you're going to die thinking, I did not do what I wanted to do in life. I did not reach the peak I wanted to reach. I stopped short. I felt content, or I felt scared. You felt scared. You were going up the mountain and you stopped halfway because you were scared. You were halfway to becoming a billionaire, but you're scared and you stopped. You felt content. You got comfortable. You were halfway to preaching to the world, and then you got comfortable. You were like, I like this position. I want more. I know I could do more, but I'm just gonna stop myself here because I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose these things in life. clinging onto way too many things. I say this in every video. You're clinging and you're scared. I'm out here when it's about to thunder. You hear that thunder? I'm not scared. Because I want to teach. I want to preach. I'm being authentic. I'm speaking off the script. I'm not staying consistent. I'm staying consistent on my goals, but I'm mixing it up. I'm staying consistent on my goals, but I am mixing it up. And I'm stuttering on my words because I'm speaking too fast, because I know what I'm speaking is truth. And I'm a little bit terrified because I've never said these things before in my life. I've never done this in my life. I've never made these YouTube videos. I've never spoken in front of a camera talking about God, talking about self-growth, talking about spirituality. I've never raised my voice this high in life. I've only whispered a little bit. Look down. Whisper. Because people tell me otherwise. So, why did you stop halfway? Because you need to work harder for this life. And no, I don't just mean grind, never rest. I mean, you got to be smart about it. You got to be really smart about it, because you could be going to the gym 6 times a week and not resting just for one day. And then you could have some guy who works 3 times a week. Goes to the gym 3 times a week, and he's packing on more muscle. So you got to be smart about things. You got to know how to rest, but you got to know how to grind. You got to know how to do things as fast and efficient as possible. But speak your heart. Be content. Know how to energize yourself. Know how to recharge. So when you think you have made it in life, you need to work harder. I'm Chris Harris from Deep Roots. I'm Chris Harris from Deep Roots. I talk about self-growth, spirituality, and sometimes health. So if you want to watch more videos, click here. And if you want to subscribe, click here, because I'm a very small YouTube channel. I just started. I have like 4 subscribers right now, but I have faith, I have hope that it will grow. That I can tell the world what I think, what God thinks. But I'm gonna have to be patient. And that doesn't mean the world to me. I don't care if I get subscribers. That's a bonus. I don't care if I get views. That's a bonus. I'm just working on myself, and I'm working on my speaking. I'm working on my preaching to God. So that's the real thing. So thank you for watching. I'm Chris. Have a good one.